Excuse the way I look. It's very hot in my house. But I want to share some things with y'all. The Lord's been talking to me a lot today. I've been going through a lot, like we all do. I have a friend on here on Facebook. All of us probably have the same friend. I'm not going to mention his name, but he's having a really hard time right now. And so this is for him too. I want you to listen to me real good. The closer you come to the Lord, the more Satan comes at you. Believe me, I know. God loves us so much. He wants us to love him back. That's all he wants us to do. And you know, there's a lot of turmoil everywhere in everybody's families. And believe me, I got a lot going on in mine. Everybody hating one another, holding grudges, not talking. Nobody gets together for the holidays anymore. Everybody just fighting, you know. Satan's got my kids against me. He's got everything coming at me. I have no air in my house. Still, it's very hot in here. I can't sleep. He's got me dwelling on things. I can't pay some of my bills that are due right now. There's just so much going on. But I'm staying focused because we're tested every day. And it says in the Bible, and I know this from experience because God has done this for me many times already. We are tested, and if we just trust him, not only that he will bring you one blessing, but he does bring that tenfold and more. A lot more, believe me. One time my water pipe broke, and I had to shut my water off, and I posted it, and I had some other bills that needed to be paid, and I didn't have any food, and I didn't post that I didn't have any food or anything, but I posted I needed help with my water. So this guy I never met before, he was real nice, he was godly, he came out and he fixed my water pipe for free. He bought the parts and everything. The same day, right after he left, another friend of mine on here, she calls me down to PetSmart and she buys my dogs everything they need. Then she takes me out to eat, and then while we're eating, she hands me money to go buy groceries. Then the next day, I have another friend to come and help me with the rest of my bills because I stayed faithful. You know, Satan has been coming at me, and it makes me mad because I know he does it to y'all too. He tells me, I've given up everything in my life. I've even given up my cigarettes now, and it's been very hard. If you're a smoker, you know what I'm talking about. And everything that I'm going through right now, he got in my mind, you know, go get the pack of cigarettes, tell me make you feel better, have that cigarette. Well, I'm not going to because he's taken me to other places many times before, and that's the reason why I've had so much turmoil in my life, you know. Every relationship, it sucked, you know, because of drugs and alcohol. I'm going to give y'all one of my testimonies, and this one's a big one. This is how the Lord changed me and saved me. I don't judge nobody. I love everybody, and I forgive everybody, and I don't care what anybody does in their life. That's your business. But I used to be one of those people that, I'm not blaming my raising on my past life, but my whole family, my whole life has been drugs and alcohol and partying. But I used to be like that, y'all. I really did, believe it or not. I used to do drugs. I used to drink alcohol. Like I said, I used to smoke cigarettes. I'd be partying all the time, man. Partying all the time. Never stopped. I got put on probation. Got in a lot of trouble one time. And I did some time. Went down, did some good time. And did some good time on probation. And I still like to smoke my pot. But I couldn't smoke because, you know, when you're on probation, they check you for that stuff. Well, I was introduced to this drug. And let me tell you, this ain't nothing but Satan, y'all. I don't know y'all have ever heard of it. I'm sure some of you have. But this stuff is straight up from the gut of Satan. In my opinion, I've been on a lot of drugs in my life. Like I said, I've been raised around them. So I've tried just about everything. I'm not going to lie to you. Never had no drug take me like this one. It's K2. And it had a hold of me, because Satan had a hold of me through that drug. He made me so sick on that drug. But you know, the Lord loved me so much, and I was still going to church. I was fighting it, you know, and but I wasn't. I knew the Lord, but I don't know Him like I do now. I didn't have Him like I have Him now. And like I said, I was fighting it, and the Lord took everything out of my life, and I couldn't understand why. I do now. But at the time, I couldn't understand why. And I got really, really depressed one day, and I had 20 bucks on me. And Satan kept telling me, Tammy, it's okay. I was still in probation. He says, it's okay. You go get that drug. He says, it's okay. It'll make you feel better. So what do? And God lets me. Okay? So I get in my car. I don't have any gas, hardly. But I had enough to make it there and get back home. But I took my last $20 in that smoke shop, and I bought me a $13 bag K2. I don't remember what it was now. But I bought me a little pipe, a little screen. Boy, I hurried home. I sit here in my living room floor all by myself. I loaded my little pipe. I took one hit off that K2. Let me tell you what the Lord did. Okay? This is what He did for me. He literally saved my life that day, and I've been changed ever since. He literally picked me up and turned me around and set my feet on solid ground, y'all. He really did. I took one hit off that pipe. I've never been so sick and so high in my entire life. Out of all the drugs and the drinking that I've done in my life, I've never been so sick. The Lord told me, I'm fixing to show you something. The devil's got you, but you're my child. I can't get you any other way but get you through that drug. That's why He let me go get it. He did. He got me through that drug. Let me tell you what He did to me. When I took, or what He let happen to me. When I took that first hit, and that's all it took, I used to smoke a whole bag within an hour. I was so sick. I crawled all the way to my bathroom. I finally made it to my toilet. I never throwed up so much in my entire life. I couldn't stop throwing up. Had dry heaves. I was so sick. I crawled over to my bathroom sink. I reached to my cabinet. Still on my knees on the floor, sicker than a dog. Reached in there and I got me a wash rag out. I'm still on my knees. I sat up there and I turned on the faucet. I got the cold water running. And I reached up and I was splashing that water on my face. And when I looked in that mirror, do you know what I saw? Do you know what God let me see and what He let me feel? It was hell, y'all. He let me see Satan. It was the most scariest, horriblest thing I ever experienced in my life. He was all over my face. I didn't see nobody in hell, but God let me feel it. He let me hear the screams, and it was horrible and so frightening, and I was so scared. And I could feel the heat. It was so hot, and I felt the fear. I felt it all. It was so frightening. I can't even tell you how frightening and scary it was. And I fell to my knees, and I laid on that ground, and I throwed my arms up, and I started screaming to the top of my lungs. I bet the whole neighborhood could hear me. I live out in the country. And I was screaming, God, please, please forgive me. Please save me. I don't want to go to hell. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry for everything I've ever done. I can't do this no more. I don't want to go where you showed me. And you know what He did? He picked me up, and I felt like a pebble in His hand. He picked me up, and He held me, and He told me He forgave me, and He loved me. And I've been changed ever since, y'all. Ever since. And like I said, Satan still comes at me, but I still fight him. I don't let him come at me no more. No matter what, I know he's a liar. He's out to steal, kill, and destroy. I don't listen to him no matter what no more. I can't. I trust in the Lord. He's for real, y'all. Heaven's real. It's so real. He's so real. And hell is real. I'm telling you. I hope none of you think bad of me now, but I had to tell you the truth. I'm not this little Miss Perfect. Okay? I'm a godly person now. And I love the Lord with all my might, with all my body, heart, mind, body, and soul, with all that I am, and with all that I can give him. But I used to be really bad at one time. Every relationship, like I said, everything in my life. And if I have to be alone for the rest of my life to have happiness, joy, and peace, I will. Because I'm not alone, because I have the Lord. But I don't want no more. No more in my life. I don't want no more drugs around me. I don't want no more alcohol around me. I don't care if anybody else does it. That's your business. I'm not gonna hold that against you. I'm not gonna be your friend because you do it. I just don't want you to do it around me. You know. And not that I'm weak to it anymore. I'm weak to them cigarettes. I'm not gonna lie. Having a hard time with them cigarettes. I'm gonna get through that. But I just want you people to just believe what I'm telling you, man. The Lord can change you. He can turn you around. And you're still gonna have turning in your life, because I do. I do. You know, I haven't eaten all day. But you know what? He fills me with his love. I'm gonna be okay. Something's going to give, something's going to happen. Because I'm trusting and I'm standing in him. I'm not giving in to Satan. He's lying to me. He lies to me all the time, no matter what. I will never, ever give in to Satan again. I stand firm with my God nowadays. I've been saved ever since that day, and I'm going to stay saved for the rest of my life. I'm going to heaven. I'm not falling from grace no more. I love all y'all so much. I love all y'all so much. That's why I share God. And I know some of you get tired of it, you know. But I could talk about Jesus all day long. I love him so much. And I'm just trying to help, you know. And I want to be honest with y'all. I want y'all to know me, who I am. And like I said, I don't judge nobody. You know, what you do is your business. That don't change my feelings for you, you know. And I want to thank all of y'all that stand with me, and thank you for your love. And if there's anybody out there that I need to apologize to, that I haven't apologized to yet, I'm asking you right now. If I've ever said or done anything to you, please forgive me. I don't know who I was back then, but I know who I am today. I'm a child of God. I love all of you. God bless you. Y'all have a wonderful day, okay? Bye.